All right, what's going on, you guys? My name is Royce Jacob. I'm a 25-year-old from Hawaii, and I just made over $50,000 in one day trading the markets. All right, so let's just get straight into this, guys. I'm going to structure this video a little differently than those I've made in the past, which are very similar to this, just because I got to mix it up a little bit. And we're going to jump straight into my accounts. Okay, so as you guys can see in front of you, I do have my Robinhood account mirrored for you right here on my phone. And just for good measure, in case anyone wants to make any accusations, I'm not saying you will, but just in case, I'm going to hold this up for you, do a little swipey, a little scrolly, and we're actually going to go to the weekly chart as well, just because it wasn't only a great day, it was a great week too. So we are going to take a look at my Robinhood account, which is my options trading account. I'll explain that a little more later. And then we're also going to take a look at my TD Ameritrade account, which is my all stock portfolio, which is a little more medium to long term. And I've never showed that before. It's always just the Robinhood account. So I want to break down my other stock portfolio for you as well. And then I also have a fairly large, for me, everything is relative, of course, a fairly large, for me, crypto portfolio as well that I'm not going to share today, but just keep that in mind too. So we're going to kick it off with the Robinhood account, move into the TD account. And the reason I'm doing that is not to brag. This is not to brag at all. Although I'm very, very proud of what I've accomplished here. This was my single best day in my trading career, which I started 5 years ago. I will briefly go into my history just because I don't think I've done that before, and I want to share that with some of you guys. And then I do want to just go over a few thoughts I have in reflection on this week. Okay, so this is not going to be a blueprint. This is not a how-to guide. This is not just to brag. This is just reflecting on what was a great week, being thankful for that, letting you guys know how I cope almost psychologically after weeks like this, how I try to frame my mindset, especially considering it's just the beginning of the week, which is crazy to think. So yeah, I'll just go over some thoughts with you guys. And of course, this is a plug for the newsletter and portfolio group. It would be foolish of me not to take advantage of days like this on videos that I know are going to do at least decent to plug what I believe is a very good product in my portfolio newsletter group. Like, please, you guys, drop some love in the comments down below if you guys are part of it, if you guys are eating good this week. And I want to make it very clear right now that I don't tell you what to do. If you do want to sign up for this, I'm not telling you what to do, and I don't want you to copy me. You should not copy me. I do not recommend that at all. What I do is tell you exactly what I do and give you guys my rationale as to how I approach trades, how I approach the macroeconomic environment in a way that I think will give me leverage to make said trades, and just kind of anything I think is important. So I'll plug it a little more at the end, you guys. Let's get into this first. And yeah, and I'll just give you guys some of my thoughts here. This is right off the cuff, guys. Forgive me if I'm a little all over the place, but videos like this, I don't structure all that much. I just kind of want it to be from me to you as much as I possibly can. So once again, in front of us, Robinhood accounts currently sitting at a whopping for me, it's all relative, $123,000, 500, give or take a few $100s, up $30,000 on the day. Okay, so that is a very good day, up 32.3, up 33%, we'll call it. And 33% for an account at this scale. Again, you guys, this is big for me. If some of you guys have bigger accounts, good for you. I'm just talking in relative to me, okay? So 33%, considering my account is this size, is a very, very significant day. And as I said in the beginning, the reason that I can see moves this significant, although there are obviously stocks in the market that we are involved in, that I am involved in, I should say, that did very well today, that are up like 33% themselves. That's way too risky for me to put it all on one stock. This options portfolio, although options contracts can be a little risky, and if you guys aren't familiar with options contracts, go watch some of my other videos. I go more into depth on my style of trading and specifically how I trade in my 18K in a day video, 30K in a week video. And I'm not going to do that today just because, I don't want to be repetitive. But I swing trade options. Options, for those of you who don't know, you're pretty much trading 100 shares of a stock. That's why it's like leveraged trading. And they are objectively more risky if you're just getting into it. So I do not recommend, this is a recommendation, I do not recommend getting into options if you are just starting out. I think that is a foolish move. But I think that they're definitely something good to work up to. And as you progress as a trader, as you sharpen your skills, as you get more comfortable in the markets, I really like options. And I only trade options right now. So this Robinhood account is an all options trading account on the week. Let's take a look at that. I am up $58,000 on the week, or 90%. So we started the week at about 65K and moved up to 120K. So again, 65K, You are already pretty much almost 2x here, and that is a very good week for me. That's a great week in my books, okay? And again, you guys, this is the product of years and years of work, and that's something I want to make very important right now. Before we get into the TD account, just something I see so many people talking about is, damn, this account is huge compared to my account. I'll never be there. Like, I can't even imagine getting there. And it's important to remember that I thought that exact same thing years ago. And this is going to sound super cliche and kind of cheesy, but that's because this is kind of cliche and cheesy. You think, like, when you start anything, again, I started trading 5 years ago. And then I started trading, I should say, probably like 7 years ago when I was 18 years old. I started trading. I created my first trading account. I got more serious about it about 5 years ago, okay? And for me, being 25 years old, that's a very long time. Okay, that's a solid percentage of my life. It's over a quarter of my life, okay, that I've dedicated to trading. And obviously over time, as I've progressed as a trader, as I've scaled my operations, as I've gotten obviously more more lucrative trades and I've made more money in the markets, it's allowed me to spend more and more time as I grow older, as I progress as a trader to the craft. And if there's one single just kind of principle that I can get across in this video that I've said so many times before, but if you happen to be new, this is how I think about everything. It's just dedicating time to your craft. The same applies for anything in life, right? Whatever you're doing, it's all the amount of dedication that you put to whatever it is you're working on, okay? And trading, the beauty of that is, as long as you have a working mind, you can trade, you can excel in this craft. And the beauty of that as well is that you can play this game of trading and of market research, of analysis until you're in the grave pretty much. And that's awesome. Maybe not, you guys, but as long as your brain is sharp, as long as your mind is working, you can play this game. This is a game you can play for life. And that's why it's obviously I understand it. Everyone's young, everyone starts at some point, and it's really hard to, like, obviously you can picture it, but it's hard to like actualize the thought that this is attainable. Like for me right now, even getting to $1 million in the Robinhood account, just because I've already 10x this account like twice, I think I could do that. It will take time. It's not going to be easy, but just again, you guys, this is a game of scaling, and that's what you have to understand. Is this is a game of scaling. You're always going to be scaling, and that's why it's important just to stick to your guns, stick to it. Just keep working. All the red days, like for those of you who have been with me over the course of this year when I started making YouTube channels, following the journey, being on some absolute roller coaster rides with these stocks we're playing like Riot and Moderna, which are two of the primary drivers behind today's growth. It's just so important to just stick to it. Again, this game is very, very psychologically taxing, and that's something that is very important to keep in mind and be very mindful of. And that's why mental health is very important. Again, cognitive health, not only like I like fish oil, MCT oils, like certain brain supplements. I take a handful of pills specifically for my brain every day. Like before I sit down and record these videos, I pop a handful of Alpha Brain, okay? Shout out to Onnit if you guys know what that is. And again, MCTs and omega-3s and krill oil, everything. So although it's very important to be physically healthy, have a physically healthy mind so you can perform optimally, it's very important to be like not necessarily spiritual, but mindful is the obvious word here. Just be mindful. And it's, again, it's hard sometimes. And again, this is just like from me to you. I just want to talk to you guys and just give you guys just reflecting on my thoughts here. So I'm sorry if you don't want this. Again, not a blueprint. There is no blueprint. I said that in the last video. There's not a blueprint. If you think there's a blueprint, then peace, because that's not the reality. This is the byproduct of years of hours upon hours, every day, even weekends, over the course of years, dedicated to research, dedicated to analyzing the macroeconomic environment, specific companies, like just hours and hours of research. And I'm blessed. And many of you are blessed as well if you like doing that, because I like doing that. Like, I enjoy learning. I enjoy expanding my mind. I enjoy learning about new things, revolutionary companies, revolutionary industries, which is a lot of the sectors that we're fortunate enough to cover on this channel, just because they're exciting. It's fun. It's fun to learn about them. And the beauty of that as well is that, like, the fact that I like learning about these is I can apply that knowledge to the markets. Obviously, I spend hundreds of hours just staring at charts as well, and it pays off over time. And that's the beauty of trading as well, is the better you get at this game, is directly correlated to the amount of money you make. So this game is good at rewarding those who put in the time and dedicate the time. And that's why I just went on a crazy tangent there. But the primary message I want to get across this is just stick it out. Times are going to get hard, but hard times build character. It builds thick skin. And if you want to last in this market, if you want to make gains like this, you need thick skin. You need a strong stomach, because the market is also good at weeding out the weak. So it's very easy to be weak at times, especially if you're in the red, if you need that money. I'm fortunate at a point in my life now where this money it's super exciting. It's great. But honestly, I'm way more fulfilled by making videos like this, by having a great YouTube community. And although I'm using this to plug my portfolio newsletter, which again, I don't feel any guilt about. I feel a little guilt in the sense that it's just kind of cheesy. I think any sort of direct self-promotion like that is kind of cheesy, but it's all in good business, guys. Like, that's just what it would be foolish of me not to make this video, to be completely honest with you guys. And I think it's a great product. And it's just stick to it, guys. And I'm going to call that there. I've fully lost my train of thought here. So just stick to it, guys. It's not easy, but if you put in the time, if you put in the work, and you just don't give up, you're going to go on roller coasters. You're going to face hardships. But again, hardships build character, and over time, that character really pays off, because again, this is a game you can play for life. So again, great time with the Robinhood portfolio, you guys. Let's check out the TD Ameritrade portfolio, which I've never showed you guys before. So Face ID right here. Please no one hack me. I don't think you can. I'm very secured, but just got to throw that out there. Why not? So as you can see, this account is currently valued. It's actually valued at what you can see right there, which is valued at 102,000. My cash position, not my cash position, but I trade on margin on this account. So the number at the top is like kind of my capital, and then the number under positions, which is 102,690, is the total amount of positions, because I do trade on, as you can see here, $17,747 of margin. And this account is up about $19,800 today. So that nicely rounds out the 50K on the day, over 50K, give or take a few $100s. And again, I have my complete portfolio, cryptocurrency portfolio as well, which is fortunately doing very well for me today. And this account is my all stock portfolio. So the title is a little deceiving, you guys. This is not trading. I do swing trade. I do alter these positions slightly, but I'm not actively trading this account. I don't like a lot of days I don't even touch this. Still up 30% on the day. That's crazy that that's similar to my options trading account. And this is my set it and forget it account. This is my set it and forget it portfolio, all stock, which I do alter occasionally from time to time, but a lot of these are just stocks that I'm extremely interested in. Again, we focus primarily on revolutionary industries on this channel, and I like engaging in fun stocks and fun companies, and companies that are changing the dynamic and the landscape of our world and the world we live in, because that's exciting. And unfortunately for us as well, if you're right, you're compensated highly. You're financially compensated if you're right. If you're good at spotting trends, which is the beauty of why I like swing trading, is because you can spot macro trends. And again, they're going to be volatile. They're going to be hard. You're going to face some hardships along the way, because I mean, like similar to building these revolutionary companies, trading them is going to be a roller coaster as well. And again, that's the risk you take, but that's also the reward you can reap if you're right. And that's where research really comes back into play, is just the amount of research, the amount of time you spend on research. And again, I listen to podcasts all day. I read books every night, read blog posts every morning, email newsletters, multiple email newsletters. Even though I write one and I spend a lot of time doing that, I'm still always consuming content. I'm always learning. I'm always educating myself. And again, you guys, the more you educate yourself, that's a cool thing about swing trading specifically, is I'm not like great at anything. I'm just pretty good at a lot of things. And that comes at a fault in many situations in life, right? But in trading, it's beautiful just because I'm always interested in these other cool things. And then I can apply that knowledge to trading. Again, like, oh, crypto's blowing up. Bitcoin, I've been into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for a long time. And again, the more you understand the dynamic, the more you learn about it, the more you understand where to place your capital, where to allocate your capital within the crypto market. Just for this example, even like the vaccine plays, the EV plays, electric vehicle plays. There's so many other things that you can really dive into, get educated on. And again, the more educated you get, the more you understand where to place your capital within those sectors, within the overall market. And that's how you find returns like this. So again, I would be lying if I said that I just trade this portfolio. This is just a highly exceptionally performing all stock portfolio. And then my Robinhood portfolio, once again, is call options, which I swing trade, and that's a lot more active. In my entire portfolio, probably have roughly stocks, probably like 30 stock positions, I'd say. And then calls, I have probably 10 to 15 positions open at any given time, maybe a little bit more. Again, give or take a little bit. So you guys, again, this is not to brag, and thank you guys if you're still here. This is more of a podcast kind of. So this is really long form. I'm just there's a lot of so's and ums in here, and I apologize for that. But again, just want to talk to you guys, reflect on the week, and it's important to. I said this in the last one, but I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but it's really important. I'm just going to close this out because we don't need to see it anymore. It's very important to keep your ego in check after weeks like this. Again, I made what was my salary when I was actually working a job in like a day. My annual salary, my net worth appreciated by that amount in a day. And it would be just straight up fool. Like, I want to say something else, but I don't want to monetize this video. It'd be such a doucher move of me to not appreciate that and not understand that I'm in a position of fortune. And again, money's great. I love money. Don't get me wrong. I freaking love money. Money's awesome. I work for money. That's why I'm in the markets. I want to make as much money as I possibly can. But money is only great when you have people to share it with. Money doesn't bring happiness. Money can bring access. Money can eliminate some things in life that suck and might impede your happiness. But money doesn't bring happiness. What brings happiness is you guys, is this community that I've built. And that's why I'm so thankful every day. Like, I'm thankful for the money. Again, thankful for the money. That's cool. And it's good. Like, I can make videos like this. It helps my business. It helps build a brand and whatnot. But having a community, having people to share it with. And again, although I don't want people copying my portfolio, I don't want people copying me. There's so many things sketchy with that. And I don't want to tell you what to do. And I'm not telling you what to do. But I know it's just obvious that people are going to be taking similar actions to me in my portfolio. And I can't help that. Again, I discourage that. Don't do that. But the reality is some people are. And the beauty of that at the same time is that if I'm winning, I know other people are winning as well. The Waves family is winning. And that means everything to me. Like, I've gotten the best thing in my life, like the most fulfilling I've ever felt in my life is at times like these, when I get the messages like, you're making my holiday that much better. And you're like actually changing the livelihood of these individuals who are my family. This is the Waves family. And it doesn't melt my heart. That's super cheesy. It kind of melts my heart. Kind of melts my heart to know that like you guys are just crushing it. And again, I feel great too. But like the main if I see this in my portfolio in the morning, I'm not like, oh yeah, I'm going to cash out and go buy something. I'm fine with what I have now. Obviously I can upgrade some stuff, but like I'm very, very happy with my life. I'm stoked to read some emails, to see some comments. Like this was huge for me today. And that's what's awesome. So just value community, guys. Again, this is going TED Talk. This is getting very ranty and podcasty, but that's okay with me. And I'm still going to post it, and I'm still very proud of how this is coming along, because this is, again, transparency is very important. Transparency, not only in business, but in especially in like a community like this, in a trading community, transparency is so crucial, I feel. And again, I want to be as transparent with you guys. And I'm sorry I'm not giving you guys all the positions in this, like the YouTube family. I love the YouTube family as well. If you're not part of the portfolio, that's perfectly fine. But again, you guys, this is business. This is Waves. This is Waves Capital right here. And I do work very hard, and I've put years and years of my life, dedicated years of my life, hundreds upon hundreds of hours. You get that 10,000 hours in mastery. Shout out to Outliers. That's a great book if you guys want to read it. And yeah, that's why I have to charge for it. That's why I have to charge for it, because I worked for this. And it's only fair to be compensated. And again, if you want to make the argument that like all the money that my subscribers have made through this, again, please, Waves fam, portfolio family, please shout it out. Let us know how you did this week, because I'm curious. I'm curious of that too. And it's just, again, that feels good. I have to charge for this. That's the business side of this YouTube thing. But again, even if you don't, no worries. If you just want to watch the videos, I give as much information out as I can. I put hours a day into the YouTube videos as well. That again is I mean, you have to watch ads, but for the most part, it's free information. So again, complete breakdown, entire portfolio, update every trading day, every update. I send out an email newsletter, pretty lengthy email newsletter explaining my thoughts. And Yeah, this is the first link in the description, guys. Again, if you want to join the Waves family for real, I truly appreciate it if you check that out. You get this, again, every trading day, real-time updates from myself if you're interested in that. If you want to know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, not to copy it, but to gain some insight from that, learn from my failures, learn from my successes, and apply it to your journey as a trader. Okay, so first link in the description. I think that's a good place to call it there, you guys. Again, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you did, Waves Portfolio fam. Let me know how you did this week. If you're still around, for those of you who are still around, drop some wave emojis down below. And yeah, I'll catch you downstairs. Until next time, always remember, take action, make waves. Peace.